Passage 1. Moving into our new neighborhood. Comprehension questions. Direct questions. You could answer them from the passage. Question 1.
Why was Kevin disappointed when he arrived at Corinth Hills?
What does disappointed mean? Is it a feeling of joy or of sadness? How do you know when someone is disappointed? You know that people are usually disappointed when things do not go as planned. Now read the passage carefully, looking for the indicators of the author's emotions. These would be words that express how the author feels. In paragraph 3, Kevin said, "When my mother told me about our new home, I was elated. All I thought about was riding my bicycle and starting a new vegetable garden in our new yard. Now, I am not so sure. The joy I left my old home with quickly disappeared." Ah, yes. This shows that the author had plans and was excited about their new home before they had arrived. Lines 2 to 4 describe what the author first saw when he arrived at Corinth Hills. "I couldn't believe my eyes. Where was the road? I couldn't see it. There was mud all over the place, thick, glutinous mud, the consequence of August rains and shoddy road infrastructure." The author's words reflect disappointment. The phrase, "I couldn't believe my eyes," shows that he was disappointed with what he saw. We know that he was looking forward to riding his bicycle, but when he saw the condition of the roads, he realized that he would not be able to do so. If we read on, we can see another reason why Kevin was disappointed. At the house, he discovered that there was no water. We know that he had plans of starting a new vegetable garden, but he could not keep a garden without a good supply of water.
So, your answer could read, Kevin was disappointed when he arrived at Corinth Hills because it was not what he had expected. He realized that he might not be able to ride his bicycle like he had planned, since the place was muddy and dilapidated and the roads were badly maintained. He also realized that he might not be able to keep a vegetable garden since the house had no water. Question 2. What are some of the adverbs in this passage?
Here is a definition for adverb. An adverb is a word that modifies or describes a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. They usually end in ly. Scan the passage, picking out the adverbs as you go. Look carefully through each paragraph for them. Great job! There's one.
Heavily is an adverb. It modifies the adjective loaded.
Here's another.
Slowly is an adverb. It describes the verb moved.
Hey, here's another one.
Quickly is an adverb. It describes the verb disappeared.
Look, here's one more.
Properly is an adverb. It describes the verb paved.
Great, here's the last one.
Freely is an adverb. It describes the verb flowed. Question 3. Describe the mood of Kevin's mother.
When you are asked to state the mood, the answer is not given directly in the passage, so we have to be a detective and look for clues about how the author feels. Some words that show mood are happy, joy, elated, disappointed, disbelief, eager, bubble of happiness. Scan the passage looking for these clue words in relation to Kevin's mother. Good. There's one. She carried an eagerness about her that I was seeing for the first time. Another is, nothing burst her bubble of happiness that day. So we see that the words eagerness and happiness are used to describe Kevin's mom. Eager also means excited or enthusiastic.
Therefore, your answer could be enthusiasm, excitement, and happiness are the words used to describe the mood of Kevin's mother. Question 4. Which words in the passage are used to describe the mud on the road?
Here's a definition for adjective. An adjective is a word used to describe people, places, and things. Scan the passage looking for adjectives that describe the mud on the streets. Look for the keyword mud. Good. There it is in lines 3 to 4. Now read the sentence carefully, looking for adjectives that describe the mud. Where was the road? I couldn't see it. There was mud all over the place. Thick, glutinous mud. So we see that the words thick and glutinous were used to describe the mud.
Therefore, your answer could read, the words thick and glutinous are used to describe the mud on the road.
Question 5. What was the mother's first priority?
Here's a definition for priority. A priority is something or someone that is of high importance to you. It is your main concern. Scan the passage looking for the keyword priority. Aha! There it is in lines 8 to 9. Moving into her dream home was first priority.
So your answer should read, the mother's first priority was to move into her dream home. Question 6. What did the family do to get water for the house?
Look for the word water. This is our context clue to find the answer. There it is, in line 35. We see Kevin saying, "Mom, there's no water. What are we going to do?" If we read on, his mother responds, "Rain is coming. Let's run a spout with this piece of galvanized from the roof to that empty drum and we'll get lots of water." That's the answer.
So you can write your answer like this. To get water for the house, the family ran a spout with a piece of galvanized from the roof into an empty drum.
Inferential. This answer is not stated plainly in the passage. You need to work out the answer from what you read.
Question 7. How do you know that Kevin's family had few belongings?
Usually, when people move, they hire a truck and workmen to help move their belongings. Let's scan the passage to find out if they used a truck or van. Good. We see in line 1 that they moved into the area with their van, which Kevin's mother drove. Look again. There, in lines 29 to 30, we see the author writes, "Hurry up, Kevin. No time to waste. Let's unpack this van before the rain starts again." We also see that Kevin and his mother waded back and forth through the mud until everything that we owned was inside the house. So we also know that Kevin's family had few belongings because he and his mother moved everything by themselves.
Your answer could be, We know that Kevin's family had few belongings because they moved into the new home carrying all their belongings in their van, and they offloaded everything by themselves, wading through the thick mud.
Contextual or life experiences. Use your own knowledge to answer this question.
Question 8. What do you think are 3 advantages of having a vegetable garden?
You can get clues for your answer from the passage. Let's scan the passage for the answer. Look for the phrase, vegetable garden. This phrase is the context clue. Good. There it is in lines 45 to 46.
Our vegetable garden is growing well. It provides us with an abundance of tomatoes which we share with our community.
The garden provides an abundance of vegetables and an opportunity to share with neighbors and make friends.
Your answer could read: 3 advantages of having a vegetable garden are having an abundant supply of fresh vegetables, sharing the produce with your neighbors, and making new friends. Question 9. What are 4 ways in which a home can be supplied with water? Write each answer by one of the arrows provided.
Think of some ways that you can source water for use at home. Think about your house. How do you get water at home? Through the pipes? From rain? What about your friends and neighbors? How do they get water? Ask your parents for ideas.
Some answers could be through truck-borne water supply, pipe-borne water supply, collecting rainwater, well water, springs or ponds. Question 10. List 3 ways a family can source their food. Make a sketch to represent each.
Think about your family. How do your parents source food for your family? What about the people in your community? Ask your parents and grandparents for ideas.
Your answer may be: families can source food by planting a vegetable garden, purchasing their groceries at a supermarket, or trading their goods and services.